Hey there guys, it's ChaosMaelstrom time! Welcome to my next project. I almost said Let's Project. Blech. I wonder what that would be, a Let's Play that's a project? Oh wait, that's what it is. Anyways, this is my project. It is number 9 in the series. This is Pikmin. Let's go ahead and get started here. I will explain more about this game as we get into it, but, you guys are going to see how it flows sooner or later, whether you guys like it or not. And did I seriously complete this game in only 12 days? That's gotta be some sort of record in my case. Oh well, I will check that later. Oh wait, I'm not complete with that. Oh well. This is the oldest one. I will erase this one to create a new file. And this one in case I want a backup file. So, let's go ahead and get started on this game. As to what it entails, we soon shall see. New Year's fireworks looks a little different this year. Alright, well here we are at the impact site. What the heck is going on? It appears our main character is waking up, and... oh dear. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. Okay, I promise I won't read the rest of it like this. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no! Better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. So we now take control of Captain Olimar. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go over the controls real quick. Because right now I seem to be having trouble finding the way to zoom out. Which is what I want to find. It's been a long time since I played this game, so I'm kind of unfamiliar with the controls. This is the, classic version of the game on GameCube, not the new play control one, so yeah. That's gonna be problematic for me. And considering I'm not good at remembering anything at this point, I'm gonna have a bit of trouble playing this game. But regardless, let's look around. We can see some giant flowers here. Lots of beautiful things. I really love the design of this game. It really does look beautiful. Like an abandoned Earth, which makes sense because that's what it is. But as we can see here, there's a thing here sticking out of the ground. It looks like a miniature circus tent. Let's go and play with the miniature clowns and stomp on them like the giant we are. Spoiler alert, Olimar is now a giant. I always like the little Spanish tune that plays when you find it. Mexican hat dance. Sort of sounds like that. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion, too. Okay, and now we're automatically zoomed out. Okay. Okay, it was just waiting for me to activate the onion first. Well, that's good to know. Well, now we can see that things are looking a bit different around here. The seed that the onion sprouted has sprouted. See that onion planted. Blah. Excuse me. I cannot talk. Ah, look at that leaf. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light, but it sways back and forth without the benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press the A button! The A button! Don't touch the A button! And here it is! The Pikmin that birthed a plethora of jokes on Chugga Conroy's channel! Okay, I will not be making those jokes. At least I will refrain from making them as much as I can. So, we're going to be trooping away from making those jokes. And I will read the text. Extraordinary! When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Well, you're a space captain. You're not, animal namer, so I guess that makes sense. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab and throw it with A, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. So these are the controls. Olimar's basically expanding them for you. Expanding. I must have read expand somewhere, and I didn't meant to say explain. Blah. I cannot talk today. It is midnight on December 23rd. You guys know what that means. I'm pretty sure it's a significant day tomorrow. I can't remember exactly sure what happens tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure some people out there might know it. Okay, maybe I should try to stop hinting references at other people's projects and focus on my own. I need to survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. So, the Pikmin seems to have taken an interest in us. It will follow us around wherever we go. It's a tad slower than us, but that is explainable. We can throw it with the A button and call it to our side with the B button. We can dismiss it with the X button, and it will just stand there and do nothing. Pikmin that are disbanded from you will lose most of their color and give off a faint glow. We can control its position and swarm it around with the C button. What does this Pikmin think of me? I must observe its reactions. The more things I try, the more reactions I can catalog. I shall attempt to grab and throw it with A and call it to my side with... Okay, yes, I realize I'm taking a while to advance the plot, but that is just part of what I was doing. Alright, so let's throw it on this flower here. And it seems to take interest in the pellet. Where does it carry this pellet, you ask? It brings it back to the onion. What happens when it gets put into the onion? Ta-da! And it's more Pikmin. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that propagate... Make more Pikmin! The onion seems to be some sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. That's one thing I never quite understand. How exactly is the onion a life form, per se? I never quite get that. I mean, we don't ever see any actual ways of it being alive or anything. But yeah, apparently it's classified as a life form. Now, I'm going to go around some more and grab a bit more of these pellets. Now, you might notice that there doesn't seem to be any kind of restrictions applied on you whatsoever. No enemies to fight, no time limits or anything. That is because this is the first day. It eases you into the gameplay of the game. After the first day, you will have a time limit for each day. And also, there will be enemies for you to fight, along with other obstacles and such. We will get to some more of those in a minute. But, well, and by a minute, I mean next episode, because there's nothing we can talk about. We can't talk about them now because they're not here. Oh, technically I could talk about them, but I'm not going to, because I think that would spoil the story a bit, or the plot, or... Oh, shut up. Alright. So you might be wondering why I haven't plucked all those Pikmin sprouts yet. Well, I'm hoping that we wait long enough to where those sprouts can mature, because if you leave a sprout in the ground long enough, it will actually start to mature, going from a bud to a flower. Let's see if I can wait a little while here to show it off. I know, this is great, isn't it? Well, yeah. I wanted... Well, since I'm on the subject of Pikmin, while I'm waiting for these guys to mature a little, just so I can show you guys as an example. I'm not planning on doing this much longer. So, why I did this project? I just want to say, I feel like doing projects now that I just feel like they're games I want to play at the time. Like, for some reason, I really wanted to play the original Pikmin, and, well, look at me now, here I am playing it. There are also some other games I want to play in the future. I'm not going to talk about them because spoilers for possible future projects. But now, as we can see, these sprouts have matured into bud Pikmin. So, let's go ahead and start yanking some of these guys out of the ground. Now, there are differences between leaf Pikmin, bud Pikmin, and flower Pikmin. We will get to those later, as we will see. There are also other ways to get more matured Pikmin, but we will tackle those later. First things first, I want to get all my Pikmin over here. Use the C-stick to swarm them around the pellet, and it will take... If we put them all on there, we will carry it. You can see that you need at least 5 Pikmin to carry this. The more Pikmin that are on there, the faster it will go back to the onion. Simple enough, right? Alright, so we put this big pellet in here. And if the big number 5 on there wasn't a hint enough, it will give us 5 new Pikmin. So, what we want to do now is wait for these buds to sprout. That's one thing I have with the game. It takes a little too long for new Pikmin to spawn in my opinion. I mean, it fixes this in sequels and such, but it really does take quite a while for the sprouts to mature and become pluckable is what I'm saying. Alright, it seems that the Pikmin are taking interest in this box here. Why don't we swarm them onto it? And with 10 Pikmin, we are able to move the box with a big 10 on it. So, note to people, if you see a number on something, that's probably how many Pikmin it takes in order to interact with it. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. So, here we go. This is a brief summary of how to use Pikmin controls. And it'll all be recorded so you can press the Y button at any time in order to access information. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these guys. And what the heck is what the that? Amazing! There's no mistaking it! My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I've already stumbled upon the most important part of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Yeah, if this were me, that engine would be all the way in the distant spring. What is the distant spring? We'll get to that place in a while. But seriously, that's just an example of how good Olimar's luck here is. Unfortunately, it's going to take a bit more than the Pikmin we have in order to carry it. So, what can we do now? How about we use these Pikmin and get them to work on carrying some more stuff back to the onion in order to give us more Pikmin. Because that's what we really need in this game. More Pikmin. Lots of Pikmin fix everything. I'll take a few off of you. That's not what I wanted to do. Great. Alright. Well, I'll put you guys up there. And we've cleared out all the pellets in this area. This big round area. There's still one Pikmin in my command? Where? Oh. I have a feeling I know where. Where are you, little turd? There you are! Yeah, Pikmin seem to get stuck on this box a lot. It really is quite annoying. But not the worst thing in the game that happens. No, there's plenty of other places Pikmin can get caught that are more annoying. So, you know what? How about you keep on trooping, little trooper, and we'll put you to work on that engine even though you can't carry it. Alright.
Now let's go ahead and get the rest of these guys that have just sprouted here. And when many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good with routine tasks. I guess I'll get it all done by repeatedly tapping A to pluck Pikmin from the ground. When I add Pikmin to the group, they become filled with excitement and blush with bright color. There are times they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. Yeah, and there's going to be a much easier way to distinguish between types of Pikmin later on. We will get to that later. If you paid any attention to the title screen or the artwork of this project, you will know that there are other kinds of Pikmin that we're going to be meeting, probably. So, I think we've got enough Pikmin. Let's go ahead and put them all to work on the engine here. Another thing that most people don't seem to take notice of, if you press A next to a part like this, you will get a short summary of the part. However, you also get that You also get that part summary when you take it back to the ship. So, it's for fun and also for, I don't know. It's just a neat tidbit that many people seem to gloss over. So yeah, now we're just having these Pikmin get it back to the ship for us. Come on then, let us carry it faster. Look, my little red men, you shall become my army of vegetable people, and we will purge the world of people who eat meat. Vegetarianism for life! Okay, got a little carried away there. And with that, it seems our ship is finally functional again, and we're able to lift off. Well, the ship's in better condition than it was before. Anyway, we can say that much. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. One day since impact. I've somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I'm surprised to see the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never be able to return home to my planet Hokotate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the key to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. Alright! And we get a total look at the population of all the Pikmin we have at the end of the day. We have kept all of our Pikmin. It is impossible to lose them on the first day, as they will all automatically go back to the Onion overnight. If you leave a Pikmin behind overnight or don't get it anywhere into a place where it will be safe, i.e. in your party, near the Onions, or inside the Onions, or planted in the ground, you will lose the Pikmin. That includes any amount of Pikmin. There's a lot more mechanics we will get into later, but for now, I think that is a good enough assertion for... good enough summation of the parts that we have to... I'll shut up. I cannot talk today. I don't know why, but I know for a fact that we will talk more about this later. Okay, 29 parts remaining, 29 days remaining. We can break even with 1 part per day, but as usual, as you can see from my previous days, I can collect parts very fast. But how will I fare against doing this with commentary? I am probably going to suck horribly. So we will see how well I do next time. I'm going to go ahead and save here. And Next time on Pikmin, we will journey to the Forest of Hope. I will see you guys next time. Laters! Wow, guys, remember when Pokemon Black and White were a thing? This is archaic.